Before we dive in, guys, I'm going to look a little. Yeah, it's okay, actually. It's not bad. There we go. Alrighty. It's a little bit of light there. Before we dive in, guys, I just wanted to remind you that I run a blog. Who'd have thunk it, right? Blogging at bloggingfromparadise.com. So you could stop by and click on the store tab, do a little shopping. I sell a course for bloggers to help you get really high quality backlinks, as well as an ebook to help you become a full-time blogger that I sell. If you want to go professional, go that route. Check it out. And then a lot of blog posts that I offer that you could check out. You could do a lot of checking out over there. So guys, how to get exposure for your blog. There's a lot of tips, steps, techniques, tactics, and manipulative bulldooky strategies too that are technically strategies but really not the best, that I would not advise that you engage in. But at the end of the day, guys, you get exposure for your blog by giving help to people who really want it, who are really interested in it, and who benefit from it. So you get exposure by giving help. And the prime way to give help to people who really want it is to create targeted long form blog posts for your blog, and targeted, thorough, and then you can mix in some shorter updates too. Updates on social media, to your profiles, to your pages and groups. You probably want to start all, and then to engaged groups purely within your blogging tips niche. You can engage in guest blogging. You can engage in genuine blog commenting when you read blog posts related to your niche and you drop a genuine, detailed, thoughtful blog comment. That will give your blog exposure. Guest blogging will give your blog exposure. Broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube and doing a space on Twitter, what I'm doing right now, will give your blog exposure. Across the board, quality exposure comes down to giving help to another human being, to another group of human beings. And you do have to drill that idea into your mind, guys, because although some of you may be nodding now, excuse me, and saying, yeah, I totally get that. I see how that would work. Unconsciously, you and I tend to have so much resistance, and me not as much now because I've chipped away at it, but I'm just warning you, I'm advising you, beware that you have so much unconscious fear and resistance that you will turn right around and spend the rest of your day blogging wise, not giving help, but trying to get people to visit your blog. So you won't create a piece of detailed, targeted content. You won't broadcast live. You'll just plaster a link to a latest post, and in your mind, you'll say, I got to get people to visit this link. And that is a pure mistake. You're screwing up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you're ignoring the fundamental law, the fundamental rule that I'm telling you right now. You get exposure for your blog by giving help through your content and by creating that content. So prolific, create more content, be thorough, be in depth, create targeted content. So let's look at this live broadcast. I'm broadcasting on YouTube and on Facebook and through Twitter as a space. So there's 2 live broadcasts, Twitter and a Twitter space. So Facebook live broadcast, my profile, YouTube live broadcast, Twitter live space to my other handle. I have 2 handles there, my smaller one. When I started a couple months ago, Blogging Paradise. So when bloggers come across this with the title that I've included, that's keyword rich, and the blogging tips hashtag, I am giving help through this piece of content. So then when bloggers who are following this hashtag, who are following my account, who are following this keyword rich title, come across it and say, hey, this is really helpful. Yeah, I need to start doing that. That's such a good point. I hadn't thought about it that way. They'll click through to my profile on Facebook, on YouTube, and on X, Twitter. They'll click on bloggingfromparadise.com because they're like, I really want to learn more. I want to see what this course he talks about or these ebooks he's talking about, the blog posts. I want to learn more about it. I want to see what else he's got going on. This is helpful. And when they click through to bloggingfromparadise.com, because I gave them help through this content, this highly targeted live broadcast or live space, I gain quality blog traffic and potentially blogging income, but I gain blogging exposure from my blog. Now more people are aware, more rain, of bloggingfromparadise.com. And that is it. Now there's a lot that goes into that, but the first most important step is understanding that you get exposure by giving help, not by joining blog commenting and sharing threads, not by plastering your link to 200 groups, not by trying to manipulate people, not by reaching out to strangers and saying, hey, get me some traffic. Hey, give me your blog to guest post on. I get so many bloggers who have no exposure, no skills, no credibility because they haven't practiced. They're not giving help. They're not publishing content regularly that tell me they would love to guest post on my blog. Yeah, of course. So would 10,000 other bloggers. I know because they've messaged me. Of course you want somebody else to do the work and give you all the exposure and the platform. It doesn't work that way because once again, you get exposure by giving help through the content that you create, by giving help via creating a high volume steadily over many thousands of hours and years of highly targeted content for your perfect reader. And a lot of it's going to be thorough. On your blog, it'll all be long form. You really want to go in that direction because thorough content attracts serious individuals who are committed, who will follow your blog closely and loyally, buy your stuff. They'll hire you. They'll grow your referral business by saying, hey, this Ryan Bidoff guy sells a really helpful course. I bought it. I took the course. It's really good. You'll gain high quality backlinks. You will succeed. You'll get the exposure for your blog, not by trying to get exposure for your blog, but by listening to what I am sharing with you. You give help to get exposure, and you give help by creating a lot of content over the years, not today, not this week. Don't look at your metrics. You're a baby. You're just starting. When you get into this frame of mind, guys, you become unstoppable because all that content you've been putting out there will give you the appearance of being everywhere in your niche, and it'll be very helpful. So then bloggers, readers see these blog posts and live broadcasts and updates and all this jazz in a zillion spots. They'll visit your blog and you get blog exposure. Got to drill the idea into your mind. 5 seconds from now, after I'm done, there's probably going to be a thought, very reactive and robotic in your mind that says, I got to get traffic. I got to get exposure. So I'll just try to get people to visit the one blog post I've published this month, and I'll share it in a ton of spots, or I'll just sit there and wait. And then if you're really thinking and you're like, what did that Blogging from Paradise guy say, that Ryan guy? He said to get exposure, give help. So if I'm sitting here, am I giving help? No, doing nothing. If I'm trying to promote that blog post in 100 spots, which can be really helpful, is that giving more help or just spending hours trying to get traffic? It's spending hours trying to get traffic and not giving help. How do you give help? What did Ryan say? Create another piece of content. Targeted. And maybe thorough. When it's your blog, definitely thorough, 1,500 words. But if you're at that point in your career where you have some rocking blogging mojo, you've published a lot of targeted content, give help offsite. You guest blog, you leave a genuine comment on a blog related to your niche, you broadcast live again, start a page, start a group. It could be setting aside 15 minutes now to write a really thorough, detailed, targeted update, post it to your Facebook page, then post it over to your LinkedIn page. Make sure it's for your specific reader, add a hashtag or two related to your niche. That could be the giving help, which will pop up on the radar screen of people who want to learn more about you, who are looking for the solution you just shared because you're hashtagging it and, more importantly, creating a really detailed content. They say, this is good stuff. Let me click through to their blog. When they click through to your blog, that's called getting blog exposure. It is a really simple process, but it's really uncomfortable at times because you got to keep retraining your mind, playing mental gymnastics, engaging in mental gymnastics. And that can get uncomfortable, but welcome to freedom. Welcome to eventual peace of mind. You got to get through your mental blocks to get to the traffic and the income on the other side of the mental blocks, to get to the blog exposure on the other side of the mental blocks. But, worth it. That's where the freedom is. So that's it for today, guys. 10 minutes is good. It's already 4:15 and it's raining. I'm glad I got my exercise in. A lot of rain recently. So here in Western North Carolina, stop by bloggingfromparadise.com. You can click on the store tab where I sell an online course for getting the highest quality backlinks. That is how to get featured on world famous blogs, and an ebook for how to become a full-time blogger. You want to do this as a professional? I sell an ebook for you. You'll find out under the store tab. I also have a couple other inspirational ebooks that can empower and inspire you on your journey. Whether you just need some inspiration based on my life story, I wrote one and sell one, or if you want to become a full-time digital nomad, I sell one on that topic as well. How to retire to a life of island hopping. Thanks so much, guys. Much love. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Until next time, enjoy paradise all.